Avot ve'imahot, umevi geula livnei v'neihem, lema'an shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'moshia u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atarav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofeh cholim, u'matir asurim, u'mekayeh emunato lishenei afar. Mi chamocha bal gevurot, umidom elach, melech meimi, umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'emanat hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol.
We remain standing for the Kiddusha on page 232.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ, כבודו, אדיר, אדירנו, אדוני, אדוננו, מהדיר, שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ורחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהייך ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך. ולניצוב ניצבים קדושתך נקדיש, קדושתך נקדיש. בשבחה אלוהינו, ליבנו לא ימוש, לעולם לעולם ועד. Baruch, to all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. We continue with the Kiddushat Hayom on page 234. Ata echad v'shimcha echad, umi ge'amecha Yisrael, goy echad ba'aretz. You are one, and your name is one, and there is none like your people Israel, a people unique on earth. A garland of glory you have given us, a crown of salvation, a day of rest and holiness. Abraham and Sarah rejoiced in it. Isaac and Rebekah sang. Jacob and Rachel and Leah and their children were refreshed by its rest. A rest of love freely given, a rest of truth and faithfulness, a rest of peace and serenity, tranquility and security, a perfect rest which you so desire. May your children come to know that this sacred rest links them to you, and through their rest they sanctify your name. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu ritzei bimnuchatenu. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest.
Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha v'ten chelkenu v'toratecha. Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha v'ten chelkenu v'toratecha. B'kadesh HaShabbat.
We continue with the Ritzei prayer on pages 236 to 237. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu be'amecha Yisrael, utefilatam be'ahava tekabel. Oti leratzon tamid avodot Yisrael amecha. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer to life, to peace, and to joy. May we find true rest, holiness in our deeds, worth in our study of Torah. Let us feed on the love of goodness. Let us drink from the love of goodness. Restrain our thirst for excess and cleanse our hearts to serve well. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer in life, in peace, and in joy. Baruch atah Adonai she'otcha levadecha be'irah na'avod. We continue with the prayer of gratitude, Modim Anachnu Lach, on the top of page 238. Modim Anachnu Lach she'atha hu Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu leolam va'ed. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of the day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one, whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulcha na'a lehodot. We sing together a prayer for peace, Sholom Rav, on page 240.
Shalom
In these challenging times, we pray for a sense of wholeness and healing for all peoples all over the world. Together, let's sing. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
We turn now in our service to page 244 for Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the service for the reading of the Torah, which is in fact the main event of this Bat Mitzvah service. And I'd like to call your attention to this brochure with Maddie's beautiful punim on the cover. Inside here is a list of all of the honors which take place during this portion of the service. So if you see your name in here, please pay attention so you don't miss the honor the family would love for you to have. There is none like you among the gods, Adonai, and there are no deeds like yours. You are sovereign over all worlds, and your dominion is in all generations. Adonai reigns, Adonai has reigned. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai will give strength to our people. Adonai will bless our people with peace.
Ein kamocha va'Elohim Adonai, ve'ein kema'asecha, malechutecha malchut kol amim, u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Av harachamim רוממה שמו יחדיו.
Maddie, Lila, this is the Torah, Israel's morashah, Israel's sacred heritage and inheritance. Wherever the Jewish people has been, the Torah has been with us, guiding us, nurturing us, sustaining us. It is our kind of moral GPS, keeping us on the right path. Our tradition teaches a wonderful story about the giving of this Torah, and that is that when God was ready to give the Israelites the Torah, God asked them who their guarantors would be. And the Israelites said, our ancestors are our guarantors, Abraham, Sarah, Rebekah. God said no. So the Israelites thought about it a little bit more, and they said, oh, the prophets, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Amos. God said no. And finally, the Israelites said, our children will be our guarantors. And with that, God gave them the Torah. Today, you are our guarantor. You are the next link in this chain of your family and of our tradition. And this Torah has been lovingly passed from hand to hand for hundreds and hundreds of years so that you might receive it today. And so, symbolic of that chain of tradition, I'm going to call forward your grandmother and your mother to pass this Torah to you. And we do, in fact, have an all-female bima. Imagine that.
We are gifts and we are blessing. We are history and song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. L'dor vador nagid god lecha. L'dor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation, L'dor vador, these lips will praise your name. L'dor vador, nagid god lecha. L'dor vador, we protect this chain. From generation to generation, L'dor vador, these lips will praise your name. Lecha Adonai hagedola v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'hahod ki chol v'shamayim u'va'aretz ki chol v'shamayim u'va'aretz lecha Adonai hamamlacha v'amid naseh lecho lerosh yismechu hashamayim
Hashamayim,
yismechu hashamayim
Hashamayim,
yismechu
Hashamayim, B'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, B'tagel haaretz. Yiramayam, 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 oh Lord. Yiramayam, 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 oh Lord. Yiramayam, 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 oh Lord. Yiramayam, 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 oh Lord.
yismechu hashamayim
Hashamayim,
yismechu hashamayim
Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, B'tagel haaretz.
Eveinu shalom
Hebenu shalom alechem,
Eveinu shalom
Hebenu shalom alechem, Ya la la la.
Ya
La la la. Ya la la. Ya la la.
You may be seated. This afternoon, our Torah portion is Tzav, which is the second portion in the book of Leviticus. Just this morning, we began reading from the third book of the Torah, the book of Vayikra or Leviticus, and this afternoon, it's customary to leap to next week's Torah portion, so that is, in fact, what we're going to do here. And I want to begin by sharing a story with you. It is a story of a young man who comes to his rabbi, and says to him, "Rabbi, I'd like to study Talmud with you." "Very nice," says the rabbi. "May I ask you what background you have in Talmud study?" "None," says the young man. "I see," says the rabbi. "Well, have you studied the Mishnah, which is at the core of the Talmud?" And the young man says, "No." "And so," says the rabbi, "what about the Torah? Have you studied the Torah, which is the foundation of all of Jewish learning?" And the young man says, "No." "Well, I see," says the rabbi. "You see, the Talmud is very complex and complicated. May I ask you why you think you are prepared to study the Talmud?" So the young man smiles patiently and says, "Well, Rabbi, you see, I have an undergraduate degree from Harvard, and I have an MBA from Wharton, and so you see, you teach, and I'll be able to learn." "I'll tell you what," says the rabbi, "I will give you a test. If you pass the test, then you can start studying Talmud. But if not, you'll start in my basic Torah study class." "Okay," said the young man, "you can give me a test. How many questions will it have?" "Only one," said the rabbi. "Are you ready?" "Yes, here it is. Two men come down the same chimney. One comes out with soot on his face. The other's face is clean. Who will wash his face?" "That's easy." Without even taking a moment to think, the young man says, "The one with the dirty face." Makes sense, right? "No," says the rabbi, "you're wrong. The one with the dirty face sees the other with the clean face and assumes that his face is clean too. Why would he want to wash a clean face?" The young man smiles. "Okay, you got me. Give me another chance, Rabbi." So the rabbi indulges him and gives him another chance. "All right," says the rabbi, "here we go. Two men come down the same chimney. One comes out with soot on his face. The other one's face is clean. Who will wash his face?" The young man smiles oddly, thinks a bit, and then says, "The one with the clean face?" "No," says the rabbi, "they both will. The one with the clean face sees the one with the dirty face and assumes his face is dirty, so he goes to wash his face. The one with the dirty face sees the other one washing his face and thinks, oh, this is what people do when they come down from the chimney, so he washes his face too." "Okay, here we go." The young man laughs. "I think I'm beginning to learn something about the Talmud," says the young man. "I don't suppose you could give me one more question?" "Okay," says the rabbi. Two men come down the same chimney. One comes out with soot on his face. One's face is clean. Who will wash his face? This time, the young scholar really thinks about the question. And then he says, "They both will?" No, says the rabbi, neither will. It's a silly question. Who ever heard of two men coming down a chimney and only one of them having a dirty face? Okay, Rabbi, said the young man, I can see this is complex. When does your Torah study class begin? So I share this story with you at the beginning of this portion because it has some of the same elements that Tzav, our Torah portion, has. The soot and ash are both in this week's story. You see, Leviticus, which is this third section of the Torah, is filled with all kinds of information and rules around offering sacrifices, and this week is no exception. And at the beginning of this portion, we find these really elaborate and interesting rules about the high priest, the Kohen. Some of you may even have the last name Cohen, and that dates all the way back to this original Kohen, the priest. And it said that he should wear linen garments to pick up the ashes from a sacrifice. And then he's instructed to change his clothes and carry the ashes outside the camp. So at first glance, it seems like a pretty ornate ritual for taking out the trash, right? The commentaries have a field day with why does this Kohen, this high priest, have to change his clothes just to take out the garbage? But what interests me is not what he's wearing. Rather, why was the high priest himself taking out the garbage? Why was it his job to take out the garbage when he had so many people reporting to him, so many people supporting the work that he did? And I think one of the reasons is to teach us that there is an inherent holiness in every task we do, that nothing is too small to be insignificant, and no necessary task is without meaning and without purpose. Maybe the cleanup is just as sacred as the offering. Maybe the holiness isn't just in the glory of the ritual, it's in the preparation and even in the disposal of the schmutz, everything. So I thought about this with regard to you, Maddie, because a lot of nitty-gritty work went into this ritual of this bat mitzvah. The schlepping to your lessons, the practicing, the guest list, the invitations, all of those were sacred details that went into the making of this event today. And the second message, I think, about this high priest taking out the trash is that the high priest was reminded each and every day that no task was beneath him, that the hard, mundane work of cleaning up after ourselves was just as much a part of his duty as the glorious task of the blessings and the sacrifices. And so no matter how important our title, how long our list of accomplishments, no matter what our grades are, there is nothing that is beneath us, nothing that is too small for us to take responsibility for it. May all of us find the wisdom of making holiness in everything we do in our lives. Amen. And this is indeed a very holy moment for our bat mitzvah. She is going to come and call up her aliyot, and I'm going to invite you to put away your sidurs, your prayer books momentarily, and open up your big, thick Torah commentaries. And we are going to turn to page 688 for the beginning of Tzav.
Ya'amdu ha'olim la'aliyah harishona. For the first honor, I'd like to call up my grandmother, Madeline Bram, my aunt and uncle, Susan Sarnoff Bram and Jonathan Bram, my uncle Benjamin Bram, and great aunt Joan Sarnoff to the Torah.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vaydaber, Amen. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. Tzav et Aharon ve'et banav lemor. Zot Torah ha'olah hi ha'olah. Mokeda al hamizbeah kol halayla ad haboker ve'esh hamizbeah tukad bo elavash hakohin midobad umichnasei bad yobash al bisaro vehirim et hadeshen asher tochal ha'esh et ha'olah al hamizbeah Vesamo etzel hamizbeach.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chai olam nata b'tukenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Ya'amdu ha'olim la'aliyah hashniya. For the second honor, I would like to call up my cousins, Jenny, Nathan, and Henry Bram, Margot Beta, and Perry Strauss to the Torah.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamborah.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Amen. Ufashat et begadav levav velavash begadim aherim dehotzi et hadeshen el mihutz lemachane al makom tahor behaesh al hamizbeah tukad bo lo tichbe uvi'er alecha hakohen Eitzim baboker ve'ara alecha ha'olah ve'hiktir alecha hakohen hashelamim esh tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo tichbe.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tukenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Ta'amod ha'ola la'aliyah ha'shlishit, Imi Hannah Miriam bat Leib Bekrendel Henna. For the third honor, I would like to call up my mother, Elizabeth Bram, to the Torah.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam. Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Hamim. Benatan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vezot Torah Hamid Ha Hakrev Ota B'nei Aharon Lifnei Adonai El Pnei Hamizbeach Behirim Mimenu Bekum So Misolet Hamid Ha Umishamna Be'et Kol Halevona Asher Al Hamid Ha Vehiktir hamizbeach, reach nihoach, askarata ladonai. Deota vehanoteret mimena yohelu aharon uvanav matzot teachel bemakom kadosh vechatzar ohel moed yoheluha.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'chayei Olam Nata B'tochenu Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. You both have the same sweet voice. Very beautiful. For this final aliyah, we're going to turn to the maftir, which is on page 697 in your books. It is our custom for this aliyah to be read out of our Sephardic scroll, which was donated actually by a family that's here today. Julie Burkow is part of that family, the Russin family, and it's beautiful that you get to see it being chanted from. It is in the ark, so we are going to open the doors of the ark and we invite you all to rise. This is Maddie's bat mitzvah aliyah when she is called to the Torah.
Ta'amod, ta'amod, habachura bat hamitzvah v'aliyat haTorah, Laila bat Chana Miriam, chizki.
Baruch et Adonai hamevarach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach leolam vaed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Ka'asher Amen. Ka'asher asa bayom hazeh tiva Adonai lasot lehaper alechem ufetach ohel moed tishavu yomam balayla shiv'at yamim ushmartem et mishmeret Adonai velo tamutu ki hentu beiti vayahas Aharon uvanav et kol hadavarim asher tiva Adonai beyad Moshe.
Shakokech, beautiful.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu torat emet V'chaye olam nata betohenu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Mazel tov. That was beautiful. We're going to ask those who have been invited to lift and dress the Torah to come forward. Ya'amod hagba, ta'amod glila.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Ya la 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 la.
Please be seated. The Haftarah for Shabbat Zaf can be found on page 701. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzah v'dibrahem hane'emarim ba'emet. Baruch atah Adonai haboher b'Torah Moshe Avdo Uv Yisrael Amo Uvin V'e Ha'emet Batzedek. Ko Amar Adonai Sevaot Elohei Yisrael Olotechem sivu al zivhechem veichlu basar ki lo dibarti et avotechem velo tzivitim bayom hotzi'i otam me'eretz Mitzrayim al divrei Ola Batzavach. We continue on page 703, verse 22. Ko Amar Adonai Al Yitalel Haham Bechokmato Be'al Yitalel Hagibor Bigvurato Al Yitalel Ashir Be'oshro Ki Im Bezot Yitalel Hamitalel Haskel Be'yadoa Oti Ki Ani Adonai Oseh said Mishpat Utstaka Ba'aretz Ki ve'ele Habatzti Ne'um Adonai. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, rock of all creation, righteous one of all generations, the faithful God whose word is deed, whose every command is just and true. For the Torah, for the privilege of worship, and for the prophets, and for this Shabbat that you, Adonai, our God, have given us for the holiness and rest, for honor and glory. We thank and bless you. May your name be blessed forever and by every living being. Praise to you, Adonai, for the Sabbath and its holiness. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Hu u'Baruch Shemo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
I'm so grateful that you all have joined me today. The Torah portion that I read was Tzav. It's about different types of offerings. The Kohanim, or priests or rabbis as they're now known as, are responsible for keeping the fire of the sacrifice burning all the time. When I think of fire, I think of religion. It's something that provides a feeling of warmth, but it needs to be maintained. In fact, Kohanim would see it as an honor to take the ashes of the sacrifice and dispose of them. It showed that even the Kohanim, who were very religious, still had to get down and get their hands dirty. To me, that symbolizes taking charge of your own religion. That's what being about mitzvah is all about at its core, taking charge of your religion. You are now old enough to be responsible for your own learning and praying, and it's something that you are now taking in your own hands. That means a lot more than just fasting and going to temple on high holidays. It means being Jewish, in temple or out. It means doing mitzvot when no one's watching, and being a good person in general. It means not just reading the prayers, but understanding and connecting with it. I work with a charity called Beth Buddies. I'll talk a little bit about that later, but it's not just raising the money, but actually turning out and being there to support the cause. I was intrigued with the idea of animal sacrifice, as it was something that, being an animal lover, I just couldn't comprehend. I wanted to understand. So after reading, I went home and did some reading from some rabbis' point of view online. I went home, I took my religious learning in my hands. There was something that I read that really struck a chord with me. I mean, the idea of sacrificing an innocent animal for our sins sounds pretty brutal, but I hope this helps you understand a bit better, like it did for me. The article I read stated that command Aharon and his sons that they should say to each individual who brings a sacrifice and explain to them that not only he ha'olam, the sacrifice is a burnt offering, but who he is. The person himself should have been the ha'olam, placed upon the altar to atone for his misdeeds. The fire of the altar should be burning on him, the offerer. However, God in his mercy has prescribed that he bring an animal as a substitute, and when he will repent, he will be pardoned. I hope that makes sense. In simpler words, we, the sinners, should have been sacrificed, but God is merciful. We don't do sacrifices at all. Now we pray instead. Now we are to only fear God, your God, to go in all of his ways and to love him and to serve him, your God, with all your heart and with all of your soul, to observe the commandments of God and his decrees. That sounds pretty simple, right? The Torah states that a continuous fire shall be burnt upon the altar, it shall not go out. I think that also speaks to the passion of Judaism and how our curiosities and passions to learn and abide by the rules should never stop. How we should never stop asking questions, learning and praying, which, again, circles back to the idea of taking Judaism as your own. After reading the English transliterations, I couldn't help but think it was a holy cookbook. It was talking about how the Kohanim should cook their part of the offering and which part they should eat. I'm not sure if I would ever try any of these recipes, but it shows how devoted the Kohanim were. While I don't think my level of devotion is paralleled, there are things that I'm very passionate and devoted to. Best Buddies is more than an organization. For me, it's friendship, it's inclusion, it's something that I love. I feel so lucky to be a part of something so amazing. When I think about the fire, the passion, I think about the smiling faces that I walk for, the opportunities that they will have, and the friends that they will meet, and the people they have become, the person I have become from Best Buddies. Sadly, I had to miss the Best Buddies walk today, but that is not something I do often. It has made me a better person, and in some ways, it has made me a better Jew. As a Jew, we are supposed to be the nicest and best versions of ourselves, and I truly believe that I'm better because of this cause. Before we get to partying, there are some people who are very worthy of my gratitude. Firstly, Cantor Nicholson, for being very patient with me and guiding me through each step of the way. I would also like to thank Cantor Siegel for the time you've spent preparing me. I would like to appreciate Barb, who helped me understand what I was reading and helped me write this. I would also like to thank the rabbi for helping me through this process. Lastly, but certainly not least, my mom for making me study. even when my favorite shows are on, and for studying with me every night. Let's celebrate.
Wow, Maddie, that was just beautiful. You are just beautiful, and it has really been a joy helping you to prepare for this very special day in your life. And what's really special about you is that you're just as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside. You are serious and mature, and I know you took this very seriously, but you still know how to have a good time. So you're fun to be with, too. You talked a lot about the sacrifices in your beautiful speech, and you know the word for sacrifice is korban, which comes from the Hebrew word likarev, which means to draw near. And today you made this beautiful offering to your family, to our congregation, to all of us. It was really the offering of your heart and your soul, and you helped to draw all of us closer to God by your offering. And we hope that you always do that in your mitzvot, in the acts in your life. So I want to talk about one kind of strange thing that's in your Torah portion and how it's relevant for you. And that strange thing is that your Torah portion was about how Aaron, Moses' brother, and his sons became priests. And they had a ritual of ordination. When I became a rabbi, I was ordained. That's what that word means, right? And part of that ordination was that Moses took the dam, some of the blood of the sacrifice, and put it on Aaron's right ear, on his right thumb, and on his right toe. So why those places? And the rabbis say that it symbolizes, all of his extremities symbolizes his whole self. That it was just meant to say that all of him became ordained. But I think that these three things have particular significance for you as an adult Jew. Maddie, may you always use your ears to hear the people around you, the people who love you, to really listen to them, to hear the voices of your friends who may need you, and even that homeless person in New York, to be able to hear those voices calling to us when they need our help. Secondly, your thumb. May you always use these beautiful hands, with or without these beautiful fingernails, for doing mitzvot. May you create your own holy cookbook in how to be a good and righteous person in this world. And finally, your right toe, which means may you always use your feet to do mitzvot. Tradition tells us that we should run to do a mitzvah. Well, today you didn't get to walk for Best Buddies, but I know you have many, many times. And we hope that those feet take you on a righteous path, that your ears hear the inner voice of God, your hands do mitzvot, and your feet take you on a righteous path. And it's my great pleasure to invite Cantor Siegel to join me in blessing you, and we're going to call up those who have been asked to open the ark for a second time so that Lila can be blessed before the open ark. And that was pretty cool that your name was in your Torah portion, right? Not everybody gets that. So come over here. Please rise.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Ken Yireh Ratzon. May God bless you and keep you.
Yahir Adonai panav elecha v'yikuneka.
Ken Yireh Ratzon. May the light of God's face shine on you and shine through you, and may God be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Ken Yireh Ratzon. May God's presence always be with you and grant you a lifetime of joy, of love, of good health, and of wholeness and peace. And may you, Maddie, be among those to bring that wholeness and peace to our world. Amen.
Amen.
And Mazel Tov.
Ya'alelu et Shem Adonai, ki nishgav shemo levado. Hodo la'eretz v'shamayim, vayarem keren le'amo. Tehila lechol chasidav, lifnei Yisrael ham kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Ki laka tov natati lechem torati al ta'azovu. For I have given you good instructions. Do not abandon my Torah.
Ki lekatov natati lachem torati al ta'azovu. Eitz chaim hi lemachasikim ba v'tomcheha me'ushar. Eitz chaim hi lemachasikim ba v'tomcheha me'ushar. Derecheha darchei noam v'chol netivatem. Shalom hashivenu Adonai elech v'nashuva hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai.
We remain standing and turn to page 282 for the chanting of Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tet gedula le'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, u'nishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, v'yom hahu, v'yom hahu. U'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad.
I'll invite you to remain standing as we turn to page 294 for the recitation of the Kaddish. This afternoon, the family in particular is remembering Dr. Leonard Bram and Arthur Sarnoff. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing. And today as a community, we are remembering the 49 innocent victims in New Zealand who were mowed down by terror and hatred. We pray for healing and comfort for their families. We remember as well the 6 million men, women, and children who died in the Shoah, the thousands of Israeli soldiers who died so that we might have a homeland in Israel. And finally, we remember our own American soldiers who died defending our liberties. And we take them all into our hearts with our own as we recite these words of praise for God, who gave them all life. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, Ve'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'gala v'yizman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'alam l'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. O say shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the one who brings harmony on high bring peace to us, to all of Israel, and to all people everywhere. And let us say, amen. You may be seated. Maddie, please join me up here. So you may have been hearing this little rustling of candy, right? We have this wonderful, strange custom of lofting sweet candy upon our bat mitzvah, who has lofted her sweetness upon us throughout this service. But we have a few rules around this ritual, and here are the rules. In particular for our young people who are here and who were so well behaved throughout this service, thank you so much. When you gently throw your candy upon Maddie, you may not run forward to do so. Stay where you're seated. That's the first rule. The second rule is once the bima is filled with candy, we invite all of the young people here to please run up to the bima and clean it all up. Take as much candy as you want, eat it all up, enjoy it. The third rule is Maddie gets to choose 3 shomrim or shomrot, 3 guards to protect her from all this sweetness. Who's it going to be?
Jaden Hirsch, Julian Pizzo, and Francesca Pefferetti.
Come on up. And the last rule is that you wait until I'm off the bima.
Simin tova, mazel tova, simin tova, mazel tova, simin tova, mazel tova, simin tova, yay lanu. Simin tova, mazel tova, simin tova, mazel tova, simin tova, mazel tova, simin tova, yay lanu.
Maddie, all of us are so proud of you, not only your beautiful family that has come out, who I know supports you in every single way, but your congregation. And so representing our congregation is Mr. Mark Baranek, who has some gifts for you.
Thank you, Rabbi. Maddie, Mazal Tov. I know how much you've been looking forward to this. I got to see you come in every day from where I sit and watch you come in for practicing with Cantor Nicholson, and take a look around, look at your family, your friends that are all here to celebrate you. It's all about you today. Everything's about you here, except that you're part of this Jewish community, you're part of our congregation, and you're part of the overall Jewish community, and we hope that you will take part in many things as your middle school and high school years come upon you. You know, right now, our 10th graders are in Washington, D.C. They're at something called the Litaken Seminar in D.C. Can I share, Rabbi, what they're doing Monday, or no? Great. So Monday afternoon, Rabbi Pomerantz is flying out Monday morning. Our 10th graders are getting to meet with Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. They have a 1-hour meeting with her. It's a great story. Rabbi Pomerantz will tell it to you over cocktails, how we got that opportunity. But we hope that you will take advantage of the so many different things that we have between J Travel and Nifty Trips and Israel and March of the Living and high school in Israel and all the different things that we have available. You've always been a very nice young lady to work with. I've always enjoyed it, and I look forward to continue that. So, I know you have a big party you want to get to, so we'll go on with this. This is a certificate that indeed you've celebrated your bat mitzvah today. This is for you. This is a traveling Tanakh. It's a Bible in Hebrew and in English for you to take on your road trips. Yeah. This is a Kiddush cup that we hope you can use on Shabbatot and on holidays. And these are some bonus ones for you. This is a 1-year membership to the Florida Jewish Museum of Florida, FIU. This is sponsored by our very own Jonathan Simons. There's some beautiful exhibits there, and it's for you and your mom and your family to get to go to. This is a certificate that a tree has been planted in the land of Israel in honor of this moment. And finally, these are 2 gift certificates, one to the Nifty in Israel program and one to the Alexander Muss High School in Israel program, which we hope you will use. To your mom and your grandmother and everyone that's here, Mazal Tov. Congratulations, honey. All the best.
So I hope you got the message. You're not done with us. We want you back here every single year until you graduate from high school. Okay? All right, so we are going to conclude this beautiful service with Havdalah, which is the ritual that separates Shabbat from the rest of the week. Because of daylight savings time, the sun has not quite set, but we are going to do this ritual anyway. I'm going to call up Maddie's family to join us on the bima over there, and our whole congregation should please rise and gather around us so we're one close congregation for Havdalah.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 la
take a moment to thank God for giving us the grain to bake into bread, for all the delicious food I'm sure you're about to eat, with the words of Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. And now we are going to wish each other a Shavua Tov, a good week. We've been lifted by the sweetness of this Shabbat. Let's take it with us into the coming week and sing Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov,
Shavua Tov, Shavua